talk about something else I left out. But my cousins in Florida from Miami. They from MIA, Miami, Florida. And I'm from FITZ, Fitzgerald, Georgia. Yep. Fireworks come in different colors, you know. And I like when they brought fireworks up for July 4th from Miami, Florida to Fitzgerald, Georgia. By then, we all was school folks too, of course. Sometime or another, I started fading out of high school and after I graduated and went to college at ABAC. So they were still coming up from Miami back then, but I hadn't missed them over the summertime. But we did call each other. I used to call my grandma, see how my grandma doing too in the summertime back then. And then that was one of the days I was in college because I took summer courses to see how I feel. And then like my cousins from Miami came up saying, "Well, I'm coming home from college, so we can have fun." I said, "Oh, I'll be there. You know, July 4th is my favorite, so had them fireworks ready." You know, when college be going on in the summertime, they gotta give you July 4th off anyway. So yeah, I had fun by those days. Sometime in my life, when I didn't get a chance to come home, it's because I had to study for a test. But most of the time before I went to college, I was having fun with July 4th with my cousins from Miami because I was still in high school back then. Even when I got out of high school, I still enjoyed my cousins from Miami with the fireworks. You know, the fireworks are the main thing that seems so exciting. For one thing, they come in all styles, and you know, they had the smoke balls that look like the Japanese ninjas like to throw when they watch the movies about the ninjas from the Japanese world. And they be having smoke balls, but the only thing different than smoke balls, they throw out with different colors like rainbows. That would make it so fun. That's why I always like their stuff when they come out from Miami, bringing it to the future and show it out, and they be booming with theirs. When I say booming, I mean it be loud, different noises made. The rocket style fireworks going off. Then the other fireworks be looking like some kind of flames, like dynamite. We have on the tip of the dynamite when you light it up. It had that weird looking stuff. Like it's like just weird, you know, because you know it's from the blow up right. Well, there'd be some of the fireworks they had to look pretty. Yeah, they get so now they make candlesticks like that for your birthday, but sometime depending on what kind of candlesticks it is, you know. But all I know is they fireworks was the bomb and sound like the bomb. Yeah, we had fireworks that sound like bombs. Some shoot up like rockets and some of them don't. But they blow up like they look like big balls of color going up. Sometimes it be different colors. Sometimes it just be a gold color ball like a flame going up. It's almost like war. You know, the idea of fireworks probably originate from war. Yeah, I think so. The artillery for war, blowing up stuff, you know, bombs. And when they have a cannon going off just to make it sound even more fascinating, that's just another thing of saying they represent war too. When they have fireworks that sound like cannons going off. That's beside the point. I like stuff like that. I was happy when they showed up with theirs from Miami. Not only that, we played kickball. And I already spoke in another video that we did the OUT out game, but we also did kickball. I'm surprised they'll make it some kind of permanent sports for grown folks to take to the Olympic Games or make it become a professional sport because they make everything else professional or Olympic style game sports. So why not do the kickball the same thing? But we played kickball too. They ain't all. There was times we fly our kites. That's something else I forgot to tell in the other video that I talked about. And I'm telling you right now, all the fun we had, I could never forget. When I forget to bring it to the other video that I been did on those, I'll come right back to a new video like I'm doing this one. Yep. I always like the idea of talking about the past with my fun cousins from Miami. They lights up this lame town, Fitzgerald. It's lame when there ain't enough going on. But now that they, you know, be busy working and stuff, they hardly come up for July 4th no more. But when they do, they try to make sure we get together like a feast and everything going on with our fireworks on top of it. That's what I'm talking about. Getting together always have been fun. Yeah. Yeah. That's the way I like it. I always forget something. That's why I pause for a second. I realized pausing for a few seconds helped me remember something else before I decided to start the video. I found out some of the fireworks that looked like candlesticks was fascinating because I did not know that candlesticks can be another design idea of fireworks. Front of fireworks are like candlesticks too, but it has that crazy looking flame on the end like it's finna be a dynamite going off instead of the real birthday situation like you would know the calm style. And I was like, oh my God, this is so fun. Like I said, they had the rocket style, the jet style. They got all kinds of fireworks going off back then. And I was trying to make sure I ain't forgot some of it while I'm on this video about the fireworks, of course. Oh yeah, and we would make jello in our cake. We put real jello, powdered jello that's in the box. We pour it inside our cake we made from scratch and make it taste like that particular flavored jello. Now I'm talking about that. It's so fun. We went beyond. Now the other video I said we did Kool-Aid inside our scratched cake, our own cakes that we make from scratch. We had Kool-Aid in those, and then I forgot to add it on this video, but I have to put it in this video now that we had jello and put it inside our cakes. That was fun, putting cake and jello and different flavors together of the jello into the cake to make the cake turn different colors and taste like the jello. I said that's fun. We try to make a little icing with the idea of the jello mixed up in it, but we wasn't sure on that one still. We were trying to figure out how stuff tastes. That's what we doing by then. Yeah, I hadn't forgot to name all that stuff. That's why, yeah. I probably don't forgot other stuff too. I'll be back in another video probably because I don't know telling what I forgot to mention in this video. Yeah. Like I said, we put that jello inside our cake that we made from scratch just to make it taste like the fruit of the jello itself. That was how we made our cakes fruity. Yeah, that was just our kid style. We was kids. My cousin was 13, I was 11. I'll never forget that's when we did it the most. By then we wasn't even grown. We started stuff like that in the house for the summertime. Yep. There's our summer fun of experiments. It works too. Stuff I still think about doing again while I'm a grown woman. No longer a kid anymore at 11 years old. That's when we did it. I was 11, she was 13, Mercy. 13, I'm like 11 years old by then when we did all that. But today, while we grown folks, we can still do the same thing and we wanted to. That's on us if we do it. See, that's the thing about it. As you get older, everything changes. Don't nothing be the same unless you want to do what you did when you was a kid. To think about it, it eliminates buying flavor just to make the cake taste like flavors in it. Cause the jello itself has its own flavor. So we had it all not in one caboose. Putting some darn good old jello up in our cake mix that we been making from scratch. The cake we been making from scratch, putting jello up in it. And the jello tastes good. We don't worry about putting no kind of flavor up in it to make it taste like the flavor. Because the jello had its own flavor, but flavor of fruits too. Yes, it did. Now, we didn't put the whole box in there. We put like half of it, see how it tastes. Sometimes we would have to use the whole box to make it taste good. That's just how much we did jello inside our own cake made from scratch. Yep. Not only that, we had fun doing other things besides trying to have fun with flavoring up cakes and stuff. We also tried the icing too, but I forgot how we did the icing. It wasn't all completely seared. We might have took a little bit of what we seen on TV when they make homemade icing out of stuff. We might have tried that as a way of making icing, but other than that, I'm not too sure what we used to make icing with. That was just something that I thought about we had tried, but I forgot what we used on that one, so it might not been clear in my head what we did. I know we usually always eat the cakes by itself without frosting. I don't know frosting match no cake with jello up in it, because that'll make it taste totally different. But we would have had to buy frosting then. So I found out what we did do is go ahead and bought a real frosting out of the store and try to mix jello in the real frosting. That's what we did. Now I thought about it. I know it's kind of hard to remember because that was so far back when I was 11 years old. Surprisingly, I remember what we did. We used real frosting, but we would add a little jello up in it. 'Cause I know we couldn't have made frosting at all. We had real high frosting out the store. We would buy the vanilla frosting just to put the jello, the flavored jello in it to make it taste like the jello itself. Like, let's for example say, if we wanted to have a cherry cake, we'll buy cherry jello, pour it inside the cake, and make the homemade cake from scratch, taste like jello, cherry jello, and then put the cherry jello on side the vanilla icing to make it to like cherry icing. That was just the thought we did when we was just 11 and 13. I was 11 and Mercy was 13, so that's what we did. The fun was fun. We shared it with our cousins from Miami, just so they could find out we have chef ideas as kids. But we didn't merge this stuff though, so it tasted kind of strange, like it was a little too much jello. But we just kids trying to practice our own big chefs. And what we playing around, it was a good thing we played around like that. Because we made ourselves think that we did some good things while we were just growing up like women before our times. And then our cousin Brian and his brothers, they were growing like men before that time. So what we did, we start playing around like real women and real men, like they'll go get some kind of tuxedos or something. Used to be granddaddy stuff, I think, but I'm not sure what they use. But they might have used their own clothes, but they thought about granddaddy, but his stuff too big. But it's obvious they played with something like that, I'm sure, but I'm not too sure if it's granddaddies or maybe it's something our uncles left behind. But when they come to visit too, and they probably left behind something that they don't want because they can go back to Florida and buy some more. So I think it's what it was. All I know is that they was dressed like real men, putting on real shoes like a man, while me and Richard put on real dress like women. We know grandma, we would slide on one of her dresses, dressed like we real women before our time. Just because we want to pretend we don't got older, stuff like that. Heels, I couldn't walk in heels no way unless they flat, so that's normal. That's why I have to buy low cut heels in the reality. Low cut, or if I'm gonna buy high heels, they're gonna be fat and wide. And then flat shoes with no heels come in handy. Whether it's a low 1/2 inch heel or else 1 inch heel or else 2 inch heel. But if it's gonna be taller than that, it's gonna have to be fat. Really wide heels, not skinny. Oh yeah, we had to play around with some wigs. If anybody had wigs in the house that they don't wear, just got sitting around because they don't wear it unless they want to go out and look different. If they want to wear wigs when they got, cause our family always had a lot of hair on their head anyways back then. So they wear wigs that's to make their own hair be not shown so much all the time. So they wear a wig and we'll try to get their wigs that they don't care about no more because they're going to trash it anyways. So we get one of their wigs that they don't care about because they're going to buy a new wig to have fun looking different. Because I see wigs I like to buy too. And I will buy some if I want some. But I have bought wigs before for real while I'm grown. But I'm talking about when we was kids, we would try to aunties wigs because they drive to dress up just to go out to party with somebody. We would buy the chance to have fun with their wigs and put it on our head to look like we're different from our own selves because we're trying to look like women while we're girls. That was so fun back then. Then, that's what the females in our family do when we play like we women. But the guys, they had their own hair. They don't have to worry about all that. But we had our hair like kids' hairstyles and we want to look like women. So we get one of them wigs that nobody don't want to wear no more. And that's what we do to look like women. That was fun to me. Yeah, it sure was. Couldn't have faded out on that one. Oh yeah, and that part about them coming up playing outside. I remember my cousin brought skateboards with them all the time, and I had roller skates. And I'm talking about the regular roller skates for me. I don't fool with inline stuff because I don't care for inline skates. I tried it on in the store and I found out I'm not meant for it. I guess it's the way my feet and my ankles made, I guess. So I had regular original skates that shaped like a car or a truck when they got four wheels. That's what I mean by lined up skates like that. Two wheels in the front, two wheels in the back. That's four wheels for the kind of skates I used to skate on when I was younger. While my cousin bring their skateboard with four wheels on it, and that's when we had all that fun outside in the hot sun. But we stayed out so late that the mosquitoes came out till our grandma had to call for us to come in the house. It was that fun staying outside. I'm serious. Oh yeah, grandma's suitcase. We have fun with that. The guys get the suitcase while we get the grandma's pocketbooks, pretending we were going on a vacation or out to shop. It's always one of the two. hmm You know. Now there was a chance we had a briefcase, my uncle or something like that didn't care about and left it behind. So we had our boy cousins like Brian or Brandon or Alexander. They might not remember that, but Brian probably did it more than his brothers Alexander and Brandon. But all I know, he was one of the ones that tried to lighten up everything around his house while we playing house, playing house. Sometimes we would try to pretend we driving a vehicle, but we made it out of something, but I don't know what it was. It was fun though. Yeah, we had to imagine that we was driving. That was how it went, cause we didn't have no play car and stuff back then. Not for our age that we were was back then. But yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, Brian would use our uncle's briefcase, the one that left it back home, Georgia, because he knew he was gonna buy a new one. That's why he didn't worry about it. So our cousin probably don't remember this, but he used our uncle's briefcase as a thing that you take to work. And while we took one of grandma's old pocketbooks that she don't care about as something to take to work or go shopping, we had fun. And then when it come out of grandma's suitcase, we sleep it out the closet just to pretend we on a vacation, stuff like that. We have fancy hats that we being bought from the store. It's like toys, but still stuff for kids to play with as if they're growing up into that real well, adulthood, but we're not until we got 18 and grown. But anyway, under that age, we was having fun. And makeup, we would put it on. We have kids' makeups that we had in the store to put on. We'll buy some, put it on our face, see we know how to put it on right, lipstick, or else eyeshadow, but nothing more, nothing less than what they do today. you know. Sometimes we put on chopsticks or lip gloss to look glamorous as if we women still, but we girls just playing like we women. Trying to grow up until our playing around, trying to act like we grown before we get there to experiment over the summertime because we want to have fun with our cousins from Miami so bad. So we lighten up all the fun in our grandma's house as a family that played inside. Mm-hmm. Especially while it's nighttime, sure enough. Oh yeah, we had to have fake jewelry on for kids to play. We like they make kids jewelry, but we use it like it's real. Sometime when we didn't have our own real jewelry that looked like pearls, we get grandma's pearls out or something like that because she used to wear it at church. We'd get that out and put it on like it's really our jewelry, but it's hers. But we want to play on it because we playing women, playing like we're grown already while we just girls, but playing we were women already before our time. We wear pearls and stuff like what grandma used to wear at church. Yeah, when she stayed in the church. Yeah. We had fun using her real jewelry because we didn't have none of our own at all while we kids. But I can't say that much about our cousin when they were playing like that man. They might have had their own male jewelry anyways, so they won't look like they don't have none when they got something to wear. So they might have had their own jewelry on. They had to have their own jewelry on. They had their own watches and their own necklaces like dudes are supposed to have. Even though they was boys and never turned to men yet, we was playing like we grown folks in grandma's house. Then we always had to do chores like grown folks anyways, but we played around like we grown. Yeah, that's how I was back then. I was still in high school myself, and then we was just out for the summer having fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, perfume and cologne. We had to fool with that. Miss what our kin folks miss. They was mad with us 'cause we need our own best, but we were just trying it on like we grown folks, that's all. Perfume for the women and cologne for the men. Mm-hmm. That's what we were doing. Yeah, we had to buy some play stuff and then store jewelry, play jewelry to put our rings on our fingers that fit kids. We was kids trying to play like we women. That's what we doing by then. hmm Now I'm not too sure, but my cousins from my aunt, they might have really brought some male jewelry for real. Put a ring on that's for males to wear, cause males wear rings just like women do, but only the kind for males. And yeah, we wore female stuff, as you can say, cause we females. Yep, that's how it went back then. And earrings, of course, we did that too. But we used to borrow grandmas for fun till we get our own stuff. That's how we did. To play like we women in the house, when we girls, and while they boys, they play they men in the house. Yeah. Yeah, we used to talk on the telephone too, the real phone, trying to play like we on the phone talking to strange people when we ain't. Like one room would have a phone up in, another room would have a phone up in, and the front room would have a phone up in it. So we had phones all over the house back then. And we were talking about real phones, and we play like we was talking to each other on it, which I thought was cool. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We had real fun back then. While we just playing house in the summertime. And I realized we had tea sometime. We would make a little Kool-Aid mixed together with the tea and find it tastes pretty good. Like we making our own fruity tea by then. We were just kids trying to do stuff. I'm serious. Teenage kids. It wasn't even 18 and grown. Now 18 and 19 year old, they always be classified as grown by the law since the times has moved up to that point. So what we did was we did all that fun stuff while we was under 18 just to show that we had our fun as children. Cause we knew when we get 18, it was gonna be a different story because we be grown then. And the tea when we mixed it together with Kool Aid tasted like we would just might always be geniuses making some fruity tea. That's what we're trying to create our own fruity tea. But we were just kids now doing that bull stuff. And then we know lemonade was gonna be included in the Kool Aid anyways to make our Kool Aid taste like lemon Kool Aid. No matter what flavor and what fruit we bought, it was fun. Might well just say our summer fun was a vacation right there with the stuff we did with our cousins from Miami. We wanted to lighten things up since we was always having fun when they come up. So we decided we'd lighten it up every summer, something new we had to do. We hula hoop too while we had hula hoops by then. We wasn't always with one, but it's just once in a while we did hula hoops. Stuff like that. While our cousin trying to plug his man, he'll make his own mustache out of something. Probably was eyeliner making a mustache to make him look a real man. Fun by then. And a hat of a man. Might have been something my granddad used to have. He left behind because he would leave stuff behind too, you know. So my cousin used our granddad's hat to look like a real man. That was fun, and we had on our own makeup, smack some makeup on our face like powder, blush, that kind of thing instead of foundation. Yeah, cause we were just growing up, learning how to be like women. That's the fun we had fun with, and our hair. Oh boy, I can't wait to talk about this, girl. Having fun with our hairstyles. I feel like we were playing in our own hair, trying to make styles for women. Which I feel like we was playing in our hair big time, just to make up some hairstyle look so cool. Oh my god, it was so fun. I liked it that very much because I used to have fun playing my own hairstyle. Never know what I want to do, but I came with a style that I wanted to do, and that was fun. Yeah, we had to do that because we play like we women when we was girls already still, so why not play like we women in that situation? But when our mamas had them fixed our hair so pretty, we couldn't mix it up that much. We had to come up with another idea. But since we was playing around while we was in our middle teens, we didn't have to worry about our hairstyles keeping us from doing anything really. Now, I was talking about when we was younger girls who couldn't be bothered our own hair to make fun styles like women. But when we got our middle teens, it was our thing to do our own thing with our own hair and nothing else. So I use a peak all the time to peak my hair out. Because I know I had that fun blowout look. I want that volume like a woman. Because to me, a volume always made me seem like a woman. And I still like my volume today. And oh yeah, we had nail polish like we was doing some kind of thing like they do in Greece. They was having a girls' night out. So we were having our fun as females in our house with our cousins as boys. Because we were girls. So like boys' night out, girls' night out while we was under 18 in the house. Because all of us was out for the summer, so we decided we'd do nail polish. And it was fun doing nail polish. Find myself different colors I liked it. My cousin knows she had it going on, all them different colors that she wanted. Well, of course, the boys in our family could not wear nail polish because that's too feminine. Yep, that's right. So that was the only thing that made them didn't have fun, but they was glad with the fun they had with us as playing men. Cause they were playing like they men while they boys, and we were playing like we women while we girls. That's what I mean while we were under 18 in the house. And then summertime was the only time to have that kind of fun when school was closed too. So that was how our summer ended. Having fun just like I said we did. Also, we did a lot of artistic stuff too besides playing all the time. We was artistic with our hands. Like we might use clay, like we doing pottery, stuff like that. We really did that while we was young. Before we went to high school where it is happening at for real. Yep, that's right. Then we was doing other stuff like we do painting, drawing, sketching, you know, pattern style, artistic stuff. It was just wow. You couldn't change your mind about that if you wanted to. That's why I said we had fun more than you think. We used some school style stuff as our summer fun. Don't let school be the only time we do it. We did some school stuff during our summer vacation when school was out, like I just named. Pottery, we made clay and turned around and made pottery out of that, like real class will do in our school. Then the artistic stuff, painting, and then like I said, drawing and crayons. We still use that too. That kind of thing. As a matter of fact, because they always come up when it's summertime, we actually played school in the home. That was fun, showing enough, y'all.